Guys, today we have Jordan 4 SBs coming very soon. The Tom Sachs Nike Mars Yard 3.0 has just been confirmed, and Yeezy has been shut down, leaving hundreds of thousands of people potentially scammed. Welcome to Sneaky Sunday. You guys know no matter where I am in the world, we're gonna be getting this episode in. I'll let you guess where I am based off of the very blown out background, if you can even see any of the buildings. I'm doing my best. It's been a pretty insane weekend, obviously with All-Star Weekend. There's been a bunch of drops, so we're gonna recap that before we get into the upcoming stuff. First one, let's talk about the Black Toe Reimagined. Anybody go for them? Did you get them? I'm sure a lot of you guys already got them like a few months ago. Either way, those dropped February 15th. Let me know down in the comments. The Kobe All-Star 2.0s also dropped. Let me know if you managed to get those. And then of course, I think the biggest release of the weekend has to be the Jordan 1 High 85 Breads. I entered so many raffles for these things. I even went into a store trying to get them and just had zero luck. These things were damn near impossible. Obviously, a lot of us knew that, but hey, if you managed to get them, a massive W for you, congrats. Oh, and also for anybody who was in San Francisco, there was a Jordan Fam Fest drop of a bunch of early sneakers, including the Jordan 4 White Cements, the Black Toe Reimagined, the Rare Air 4s, Grape 5s, and then two different colorways of the Rare Air 1s. They posted the location online and you could have gone in and I think just bought a pair of these things, so I don't know. Let me know if you're one of the very few who managed to get some of these sneakers early. But that's about it for releases. Let me know if you managed to pick up anything or went to some of these different events that was going on around All-Star Weekend. But let's get into this upcoming stuff, and we're gonna kick it off with the Joe Fresh Goods Aged Well New Balance 992 because they're dropping this month. So we spoke about these a couple times. I think we kind of didn't know the date, but we had a bunch of different images, and now obviously we have a release date. I really like this colorway. I think it's nice, but for me personally, it's probably just meh. You know, there's so many different sneakers dropping. My priority is elsewhere. Although typically I do really like Joe Fresh Goods collaborations, and I do have a couple of them. And I think if you're looking for another New Balance sneaker, this is not a bad way to go. As far as release date, we got two different drops for you. First one is February the 21st, exclusively through joefreshgoods.com. And then the second one is gonna be February the 28th, and that's gonna be through New Balance, and I'm sure a bunch of different retailers. These retail for $220. Right, this one is really interesting, and it's good to see Nike kind of feeling the heat from all of the insane Adidas basketball shoes that have been dropping recently, like the AE1s, the Harden Volume 9s, because they've just created a brand new sneaker that got debuted by Wale, of all people. Or I guess it kind of makes sense. When you see the sneaker, take a look at these things. It's kind of looking like a foamposite style shoe, and we all know Wale and his foamposites. He debuted these at All-Star Weekend, and there's two different colorways which we've seen. Now, this one looks to be kind of like reflective from the top. Like this is not the actual colorway. If I show you these on foot, so like it's solid orange, but it looks to have some like reflective elements or something like that. Now it's a very minimal sneaker in terms of like branding and everything. It's kind of like all in the design is where you see like most of the elements or the details of this sneaker. Now, the ankle area looks super interesting with this like curved design. And then we've also got this black colorway over here, which look, I'm gonna say it. These things look hard. They look clean. I would love to try these things out. This is them on foot over here, nice and up close. I don't know, let me know what you guys think about this. Is this like a new Nike sneaker that you think could be up there rivaling the Adidas AE1 and stuff like that? Either way, no official release date. I assume relatively soon if Wale's already wearing them, but we don't have any dates. Now, since that kind of looks like a foamposite, we might as well go ahead and just drop the entire drop list for foamposites this year. So we got a little post by Z Sneakerhead. Some have release dates, others don't. In fact, most don't. But here you go. These are all of the upcoming foamposites that are going to be dropping. Obviously, the closest release date is the Galaxies, which are going to be dropping this month, February the 21st. We got the Black Volt pair, the Soft Pearl, the Psychic Blue, which I actually really like. Those are clean. The Cuff Drops, the Whiteouts, the Deep Royal Blue, Dark Smoke Gray, Pine Green, and Pearl colorway. Now, I'm not going to read out all of the dates here, but most of them are like summer, holiday, or fall 2025. You can see which colorway you like and then what kind of a roundabout time they're going to be dropping. Let me know out of these 10 which one is a must. I know most of you are gonna go for the Galaxies. Now this one kind of dropped, but it is still upcoming, like the main release, and that is Pharrell's Oversized Superstar 92, I think they're calling it. This is something that we did see Pharrell, I guess, debuting or kind of showcasing a while ago. It's basically like a super chunky, like a Superstar XL basically. So it kind of looks normal like with these shots, but if you see it on foot, which I'm hoping there is some pictures of Pharrell wearing them. No, there isn't. Either way, they're massive. They're super wide. You can see from this top-down image, like they're basically just XL'd from the sides out. A lot of padding around the ankle areas. It's just kind of like a style that Pharrell is going with like a lot of his upcoming releases where they just make them massively chunky. We know Pharrell likes to rock his bell-bottom jeans recently, and I think this style kind of goes with it. Either way, we're getting a black and a white colorway. These dropped on February the 15th. Again, I think, where was it? Somewhere like a Ma Men Year or Social Status in store, but there is going to be a bigger global release. We're just not entirely sure exactly when. Also, during All-Star Weekend, we had Fear of God and Adidas kind of showcase some of their upcoming Fear of God basketball sneakers. First one is this Ash Pearl colorway, or Ash Silver, I think they're calling it. So obviously we're getting the highs and the lows, but this is the colorway over here. Kind of like a slightly pinkish, almost a Ma Men Year Jordan 4 type color. No exact release date on these, but we're also going to be getting this colorway over here, which we do have actually some official images, so I imagine these are coming very, very soon. They're calling these Putty Beige. It's just kind of like a grayish color. These are going to be dropping spring 2025, and yeah, I mean, not bad. I don't think it's better than the black ones. It's kind of meh at this point, let's be honest. We just got some more information on the Jordan 185 Royals that were supposed to be canceled. Well, they are actually dropping, but they are a little bit more limited than we thought. So they're apparently only releasing in Europe, which is very strange. So I guess that's where all of like the canceled rumors came from. I guess a lot of the leakers are based in the US, and they were like, oh, well, they're canceled for us. But they did in fact load up for retailers in and around Europe. I know it was weird that we had official images of these things even though they were canceled. Like, we've never seen that before, so they are still dropping. These are the official images. Again, it's a nice sneaker. I have no idea why they're only dropping in Europe. It does seem pretty strange. Maybe they will still get a release in the US. It might just be further down the line for some weird reason. If I find anything out, I will let you guys know. Either way, if you happen to be in Europe, these are going to be dropping on February the 22nd, so right around the corner. I'll pick them up, I'll check them out, because they might be a little bit different. I'm not entirely sure if they're going to follow some kind of storyline as like the other ones did, the breads, obviously. I doubt it, but I don't know. Let me know down in the comment section if you did want these to drop in the US, or if you're kind of okay with them just being in Europe. Also, quick reminder, on the 22nd of February as well, we're getting the Lucky Shorts Jordan 3. You guys already know about this. We've spoken about them. We even did an unboxing. If you want to check that out, highly recommend, because this is a clean pair of shoes. I think with all of the different sneakers that are going to be dropping this month, these end up being like a little bit more of the sleeper pair, but still really nice colorway on the Jordan 3, and you should be able to get them for retail. Now, I know February is getting most of the attention because we do have insane releases, but March is actually looking pretty insane too. First up, we have the Jordan 12 Flu Games. Now, they are going to be releasing early at Foot Locker sometime this month. I believe, what is the exact date? Okay, so they've already released through Foot Locker. That was basically just like a small little NBA All-Star Weekend type release, and that was only in Foot Locker in the Bay Area. So basically, they're dropping in March for most people. To be exact, March the 1st. We just got a release update for the Union LA Jordan 1s, which are going to be dropping this month. So it's now confirmed. I know that Union did the little teaser, but now we know that they're going to be dropping February the 28th. This is turning out to be a pretty massive release. Well, I guess we all assumed it would be. It's a Chicago colorway with Union on a very iconic style that they did with like the chopped off, you know, you get the shadow on the top, the Chicago's on the bottom. It's a phenomenal pair. I cannot wait to get these things in hand. Retail is $200, and again, February the 28th, and that should be through Union and the Nike sneakers app and a bunch of different retailers as well. I'm not entirely sure on the stock because I originally heard that it was supposed to be pretty widely available, but judging off of the prices for early pairs of these things, it's pretty steep. So I'm not entirely sure at the moment how hard these are going to be to get. Now, Union also showcased another colorway, which may release, it may not, but this is the UNC Royal colorway. It looks like it's just a sample, and I don't think they are actually going to drop these things, but who knows? This is actually a really nice pair, and if they wanted to drop both of these, you know, just like the last one, they dropped 2 different colorways, I would not be mad at all. I do still think I prefer the Chicagos, but this is a pretty cool colorway as well. Issue is, and I think a lot of people's issue with the Union collaboration in general, is that they're saying it's too close to the Lost and Founds. Like, a lot of people still have like fresh pairs of Lost and Found sitting around, so would you want this Chicago colorway? Like, Like I know it's different, but for most people, you're gonna be wearing pants that cover the top, so it just kind of looks like Chicago's. And then the same thing with this UNC colorway, like we're getting the reimagined UNCs later on this year. So would you need both of them? And which one would you take if you had the choice? Either way, there is no release date on these. They just look to be samples, so we're definitely getting the Chicago ones, but that's about it for right now. If we get any updates, I'll let you know. Right, we just got some fresh, crispy images of the upcoming Nike SB Jordan for the navy colorway. These are gonna be dropping right around the corner now. I don't think we have an exact release date, but from what I understand, these are gonna be dropping in March, and we now have some like actual leaked images. We've got this shot over here. This is from David Blue Tile. Got a little Nike SB golf ball. Like, why are we merging so many different things? Like, why is there a golf ball with Nike SB branding? And dice, I guess you also get. But here's some much better images posted by Z Sneakerheads. You can see the box, you can see them in full daylight, and it is literally just the pine greens, but with the navy color. Like all of the details are the same. Everything should be identical from material to the nubuck or suede around the toe box. Expected to release in March, but no official release date. Let me know down in the comment section, do you prefer this navy colorway or the pine greens, the originals? Now, along with this navy blue colorway, we also got a little look at the university red pair. This was on foot, I'm assuming, for somebody at NBA All-Star Weekend. And this is the pair that was apparently canceled, but it turns out it is a friends and family. So it's not actually going to release, at least as of right now. I think I would take the navies over this colorway, so I'm not that mad that it turns out to be a friends and family. Like if I could pick between both of them, I'd probably take the navies anyway, or the pine greens over this one. But it's still a really nice colorway, and it makes sense that they're not dropping two in the same year. It's just a little bit weird that they would kind of create a friends and family one. Like just save these for a release, you know, next year or something. We also got a release date and some much better looks at the upcoming Nigel Sylvester Air Jordan 4 Brick by Brick. And these are turning out to be one of the most hyped up sneakers of this entire year, which I honestly didn't really see coming. Like we've seen them leaked since last year, but people are getting so excited about these, including me. Like I'm freaking loving them. So new release date is March the 14th now, and we can see this is like some on-foot shots of them with the white laces or the sail laces, which I honestly kind of like. I didn't think I would, but I'm kind of liking the lace swap, and this is probably what I would do with my personal pair. And then we got this video by Nigel Sylvester, who takes us through like all of the details. He says that there's reflective paneling underneath the mesh, which is pretty dope. The little toe box area or material around the toe box, that is actually a brick texture, which is really interesting. Like I can't wait to feel that, see what that's like. You got details on the reverse of the tongue, details on the underneath of the sole. It kind of looks like slightly semi-translucent. He talks about the story and how like they came to the name Brick by Brick, and how this pair of shoes is inspired by like the bricks in New York. I think it's really cool that he himself, like Nigel Sylvester, is explaining the story, like just like a super personal video where he's just like talking to a camera. Really cool thing is the freaking box. Like look at this. They actually created an entirely new box for this pair of shoes. It has a texture of a brick on it as well. The detailing is really great. Like it looks like they did a really good print on it. You see it says Bike Air over there. You've got the Jumpman kind of like stamped into the brick. The underneath even has some of that kind of like oxidization or like cement stuff all over it. And on the inside, it's actually packaged like how pallets of bricks come. So you've got like this blue strap going over, which is Velcro, kind of like what they did with the net Jordan 4s. If you guys saw those, they were strapped down in a similar way. Each one comes in little bags. I guess they look like Ziploc bags, which is pretty interesting. But man, they just absolutely killed the collaboration. Like this is so freaking good, and I hope they continue doing stuff like this. Like honestly, I would prefer if Jordan Brand just slowed down on the collaboration, just put more energy, more time, and more thought into some of the storytelling and packaging behind each drop. Either way, March 14th for these, I'm definitely gonna be after them. Let me know what you think down in the comments. Also releasing in March, we got the Nike Kobe 6 Protro Total Orange. These things are looking blindingly orange. So this is them in hand. I'm assuming this is the official images, although I'm not entirely sure. Could just be mock-ups, but yeah, some more in-hand shots. Let me know what you think about these. Definitely nice. I like the loud orange color. That is pretty dope. But with the All-Star 2.0s, I'd probably take those over these. But let me know what you think of these down in the comments. So sticking with basketball shoes, this is one that actually has people super excited because we got Shea's new Converse signature sneaker. So it's not I guess it is a collaboration, but it's like his own signature original design, which is dope. This pair of shoes right over here. So he teased them in a video, but we do have some like on-foot shots and some actual images of these things. They're looking clean. I love the design of these things, like the fact that they have like that puffed out material. They look like they're gonna be super comfortable. Not entirely sure though, obviously. This is them on foot. Shay's wearing them. Nice pair. Interesting color though. I will say, like this mustardy yellow color. Another shot of them over here. It's definitely a Shay sneaker, and it's really cool, like Converse sneaker. It looks so different to anything they've ever released, at least in like the basketball shoe realm. Obviously, because Nike owns Converse, they're including some Zoom Air cushioning in there as well. So that's pretty cool. So you actually get some tech with this sneaker. The colorway is called Butter. It's going to be releasing fall 2025. So again, just basketball sneakers are really, really back. Like we've got the new Nike ones, which kind of look like foam posits. We've got Adidas killing it with all of their different sneakers. Now we've got Converse joining in the mix. Let me know what you think about these and how do they stack up to some of like the biggest basketball shoes right now. Very small little leak about Nigo's sneakers. So I think there's been at least 2 or 3 different Nigo Air Force 3s that have dropped this or last year. But we're getting 3 more. Well, that is this year. So the other ones were last year, obviously. You were getting them all throughout summer. So 3 different colorways, which we don't really know what they're supposed to look like. And we do have some color codes, but we don't have any mock-ups just yet. So the 3 colorways that are supposed to be dropping is Olive Gray, Enigma Stone, which could be interesting, and Bamboo. And they're all going to retail for about $170 according to this, which is I think a little bit more expensive. I'm not entirely sure. I'm glad we're getting 3 more, all during the summertime between May and August. So we'll have to see what the colorways look like. As soon as we get an update, I'll let you know. Now we got the Mars Yard 3.0s, the highly anticipated, although it's going to be very interesting to see this pair of shoes released. But this is them. This is what you're looking at, the 3.0s. Something I really like about the way that they kind of went about leaking these, or I guess kind of releasing them, is this little graphic over here, which is very, very simple but very useful details that they've put on here. Got a carbon fiber plate in these things, which is interesting. A TPU heel clip, 90 durometer. So the durometer is basically like, I think the thing that you put into materials to see how soft or hard it is. You also got the 40 durometer React foam on the midsole, which should be pretty comfortable. TPU toe cap, which is 90 durometer, so it's the same as the plastic heel clip, so that should be pretty tough. And this is them, September 2025. Again, interesting to see how this release is going to go. Obviously, we know like typically Tom Sachs sneakers are incredibly hyped up, but after the whole like, you know, the weirdness with him that, you know, they kind of ended the relationship and now they're back together again, I wonder how people are going to feel about this pair of shoes and if they're still going to go crazy in terms of like resale value and hype. We're going to have to wait and see, but let me know what you think about these down in the comment section, and would you be going for them? All right, let's talk about this Yeezy situation because it is a madness. So last time we spoke, last Sunday, a lot has happened since then, but obviously that was when he went on his crazy tirade on X, the platform, just tweeting out some horrendous stuff and then also releasing some horrendous products. One thing that didn't release when we last spoke was his latest shoes. So he dropped a pair of boots and the Bully sneaker. Both of them look to be made out of some kind of rubber foam or some kind of, I don't even know what type of material this is, but they look pretty cool for $20. That is the price of both of these things. Like, not only did he release the sneakers for $20, which I did not expect him to, but a freaking pair of boots for 20 bucks that actually looks not bad. Like, I know it's nothing crazy in terms of a design, but like for a simple $20 pair of boots, I don't think you're gonna find much better than that. Obviously, we don't know exactly what they look like. We haven't seen them in hand, but we have seen Ye actually wearing them. They look fine. They look like a lot more expensive than $20, which is just insane. Like, I have no idea how he would make profit on that. But then again, maybe he was never planning to, because right as he released both of these, they loaded up on the website. People were able to make orders, and they did, a lot of people. The website got taken down. Now, this was obviously because of the other stuff that he was selling on there, the t-shirt with the you-know-what, I'm not gonna get into it. And this was actually Shopify themselves who took his website down. So the Yeezy website literally got closed. You had this error message, something went wrong, this store is unavailable. So it was kind of like cut out from the source. Now, the interesting thing is, now that the website has been shut down, if you go to Yeezy.com, you will see a new page where he hand wrote Yeezy stores coming soon with a heart. This is what's on Yeezy right now. There's no product. Obviously, he is not able to sell stuff through Shopify anymore. But what about the millions of dollars worth of orders that have already been placed on Yeezy, and now it's all been shut down, taken from the internet? Well, a lot of people have been talking about this. If you don't know, most of the products that were sold on Yeezy were loaded up, I believe, around December time, so that's when a lot of orders started coming in. So there has been a decent amount, almost 2.5 full months of orders going through this website, and we know from Ye's tweets that he has been making millions off of these products. Like, there has been millions of dollars worth of products sold through his website before it got shut down. Important to keep in mind, it says here when the website was actually live that all sales are final. This was someone who tweeted out this screenshot. They do not offer returns, exchanges, or refunds. So that is literally in their terms of service, meaning it's got a lot of people scared is that this website is shut down, and now all of the people that have made orders are kind of just left in the dark. Like, what's happening? They're gonna cancel all of the orders, not refund people, which it sounds crazy, like Yeezy not refunding people, but when they said that they were going to refund people for the Yeezy pods, the people who paid $200, they said they were going to refund them $180. Nobody got refunded. I know I didn't. I paid $200 for those Yeezy pods, and I reached out to them just like everybody else. I don't think they refunded anybody. Maybe they did a few people, but I certainly never got a refund. So I guess it's not that hard to believe some craziness will go down. However, we did get a little update. They did say that they are going to be shipping out orders. So this was a customer service response. You can see Yeezy customer service down here. It's a little screenshot from somebody. Please rest assured that we are still processing orders placed before the website's shut down. Basically, it just means if your order would typically take months from Yeezy, now that their website has been shut down, it's probably going to take even longer. Like, who knows how long this, you might not even get it this year, especially if they're trying to open up actual stores in the midst of all of this. I wouldn't even be surprised if, like, whatever manufacturer is producing the clothing stops wanting to work with Ye. If Shopify is shutting down their stores, just know that whoever spent money with Yeezy, it's going to be a long, weird process to actually get either your products or a refund. It is also important to mention that some people have actually received their orders. A very few small amount of people. I think the main people are the ones who ordered like on Christmas Day or around that like late December time. But keep in mind, it's not been any of the shoes or anything like that. It's only been like the hoodies, the t-shirts, and stuff like that. But either way, it's not looking good. I know a lot of people made orders, and it's right now it's kind of all up in the air. We're gonna have to wait and see, and of course, if we get any more updates, I will let you guys know. But there you have it, guys. Again, we do this every single Sunday, no matter where I am. So if you want to stay in the loop with all of the latest leaks, rumors, news, and all that good stuff, make sure you subscribe to the channel. And of course, if you want to catch another video, just click that one right around the blurry, crazy, blown out background.